All right, good morning, everybody. This morning, the deck that wanted to be used, I guess, is the deck called the Magick of You. It kept showing itself and I was looking for some other decks, but this one kept coming out, and then when I put them all away, this one was out still. I didn't put it away for somehow, and so I knew that this deck is the one that wanted to be read today. So it's called the Magick of You. I'm going to open the energy, let you pick your pile, and we'll get started. Okay, here we go. All right, if you haven't picked your pile yet, please pause the video and do so, but I'm going to get started with the first one, first group. So this is group number 1. Let's see what the Magick of You has to say today. Oblivion, open your arms. It's interesting. Okay, the imagery is quite interesting. They'll address it. I'm going to read from the book, and we'll see where it goes from there. Okay. Oblivion, open your arms. Are you blind to the gifts around you? Do you tend to cut your nose off to spite your face? There is something beautiful and useful in dark reflection and sorrowful emotions. But these same emotions turn ugly when they rot and fester to become self-pity and martyrdom. The flowers are waiting for when you are ready, but do not let them die. Do not let everyone know what is going on in your head. It is time to keep up appearances. There is great beauty and gifts around you, but you are turning your back to them. Be brave and rise above the suction of self-pity. Avoid wallowing in indulgent sorrow. You have inflicted enough self-suffering. I never thought of it that way. You know, when we go into self-pity and we go into martyrdom, and when we don't see the gifts around us, and we go into that dark place, right? I never saw that as self-suffering instead of self-loving. That's really interesting. Okay. So, okay, they want to address, I said they would address this imagery. So, the girl stands in a pool of water. Her emotions are physically manifesting. Okay, yes. Her emotions are physically manifesting. So if you're in that dark, sad, self-pity place, that's what you're manifesting, right? The water is reflecting the moonlight, but it grows stagnant. It needs to swirl and move. Her arms are folded in resistance. She is blocking the peace and fulfillment that she yearns for, and yet feels she must deny herself. The petals are starting to fly away in the wind. Do not miss your opportunity because you are wallowing and feeling sorry for yourself. Open your arms and receive the gifts waiting for you. Turn your face to the sun and let the shadows fall behind you. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I think I mentioned the other day, maybe I didn't, but anyway, I think I did. But there's been some questions around, there was a meme that someone sent me, or I don't know what you call those things, but a post, on social media that said, be aware of false light workers. And it was saying that if the light worker only talks of love and fluffy, happy things and doesn't talk of the darkness, that they're not true light workers. And, my thought was, well, I try to allow all and judge no one, especially when doing this work. And I realized that some people just don't have the same dark energy or experiences, or haven't, they've been very blessed, and they've continued to be very blessed all their life. So they wouldn't even know how to, do light work from a place of exploring the darkness. Some of us have had some experiences and some loss and some etc. And so we know how to go there and come out of it. But then some people wallow in it. And so my advice to the person that sent me that, which I thank that person for sending it to me, because it made, provoke the thoughts and the introspection around this. But my advice was, go there if you need to. Go into the darkness if you need to. Look at your dark emotions, or, examine your, your experiences, darker experiences, and the emotions that come with it, if that's what you feel you need to do. But don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck there, right? And that's what this card is saying. Don't get stuck there, right? So that's really, really cool. So, and this is the Magick of You oracle card. So for me, this is saying the magic of you is your ability to turn your face to the sun and open your arms to receive the blessings that are there, no matter how dark it's been, and to leave the shadows behind you. That is the magic of you. To forgive. You know, we hear that expression, forgive and forget, and some people say, I'll forgive, but I won't forget. Well, forgetting is important, okay? So if you actually think, okay, so we know how we talk about giving and receiving. Well, let's break down the word forgive. And if we say for, F-O-R-E, give, that's, you know, giving yourself in advance, giving in advance, right? Or if you say for, F-O-R, give, that's being, you know, pro-giving, right? So either way. But if you break down the word forget, you know, well, F-O-R, get, is for being pro-getting, pro-receiving. Or if you do it F-O-R-E, it's, you know, receiving in advance. So, you know, we know that we manifest everything first in our emotions and in our thoughts and etc. That's the forethought, right? That's the for, F-O-R-E part of it. So forgive and forget. So in order to give and receive from yourself, you need to be able to forgive and forget, okay? They're imperative, both go together. And as far as forgetting by the true definition of forgetting, which is, you know, I don't know what the true definition, I'd have to look it up, but, you know, like, you know, not remembering. I explained this to someone once who said, well, how do I, you know, hold on to the lesson, or how do I not make the same mistake, or how do I not be taken advantage again if I forget, you know, if I forgive and forget? And I said, well, because you don't forget the experience, you don't forget the lesson or the growth or the, you know, evolution that you take from the experience. You just forget the negativity of the experience, because holding on to that negativity of that experience does you no good, right? So that's why you forgive and forget. You know, you forgive to let go of the anger and resentment toward, and then you need to forget, you know, to let go of that negativity and move away from it. That is the magic of you, to turn your face toward the sun, okay, and let the shadows fall behind you. All right, that's how this card said it, and that's beautiful. So let's see what the tarot cards want to say about this card now. And we're using the sun cards. So let's turn our faces toward the sun and let the shadows fall behind us. That is the magic of you. Open your arms to receive the blessings, okay? Okay, these are the blessings. They're going to show us now what blessings they're trying to give you, that they want you to open your arms to receive. I hear cut. All right. Oh, yeah. This is telling me forget about your past mistakes, okay? Don't fear making the same mistakes you've made in the past, okay? So this is the blessing that they're trying to give you. This key is a key to understanding. Let go of the past, forget the past. You know, to a certain extent, obviously, you don't want to forget everything about your past, but you know, forget the negativity. Just let it go, and don't be afraid that if you let that go, that you'll make the same mistakes, because you won't. Okay, that's what I was just talking about. The, you know, how do I keep the lesson, and how do I not be taken advantage of, or whatever? Don't fear that, okay? Let go of that fear, okay? Let go of that fear. They're trying to help you let go of that fear. That's a blessing, okay? Look at this, the Queen of Swords. Yes, they're trying to help you to get to a place where your emotions don't overpower you, okay? The Queen of Swords, she doesn't let her emotions overpower her. She has come to a place of understanding her emotions enough that she can put them aside when she needs to, and use her logical mind when she needs to achieve her goals, okay? She's not cold-hearted. She's just balanced, okay? And so they're trying to help you become this Queen of Swords, who's strategic and ambitious, and can, you know, she can when she puts her mind to it, she can do whatever she wants, manifest whatever she wants. She's a a magical creator is how it's coming. All right. And then the third blessing is fulfillment in the material world. Okay. This is the Nine of Pentacles. This is a beautiful, beautiful fulfillment card. And the ability to go within. Okay. This is the Hermit card. The ability to connect to your inner being in order to be fulfilled in the material, physical world, in the outer world. To connect the inner with the outer world in a fulfilling way. So, if you're focused on negativity, and your inner world, right? This water that she's in, which is her emotions. If your inner world is, your emotions are all negative, dark, self-pity, sorrow, etc., then that's what you're going to create in your outer world, right? So they want you to be in a good place, in a happy place, right? In a peaceful, joyful place in order to create that in your outer world. And these are the keys. These are the blessings they're trying to give you, okay? So, it is a blessing. I keep hearing it is a blessing to let go of fear of past mistakes. It is a blessing to let go of the past. It is a blessing to forgive and forget the past, okay? It is a blessing, all right? To turn your face toward the sun and let the shadows fall behind you, as this card says. To open your arms to receiving, all right? So that you can be this Queen of Swords. And so that your inner world can manifest your outer world and manifest it as fulfillment. Okay, there's one more card that they want to use in order to bring this all together for you. It's the receiving cards. Okay. Okay. Cut now. Okay. So, oh yeah, look at that. This is overcoming all the challenges. Okay. All right. So here we're going to have a card for each of them. Overcoming all the challenges, okay, of the past. You're overcoming the past, okay? This is bringing everything to the surface, all your emotions, right? And the Queen of Swords has done this. You bring all your emotions, all your unconscious thoughts, fears, emotions to the surface so that you can examine them and let them go, okay? That's what she's done. All right. Oh, yeah. And then, okay. So this is that yin-yang concept, right? That yin-yang concept, that fiery, opposites attract, yin-yang. And that's creative energy. That's very, you have that creative tension when it's like this. You have that creative tension, that etc. But it's not necessary, okay, to stay in that place of conflict and duality, right? So this is talking about partnership, the two, the partnership, unity, and the wands is will. So you can will, it's a partnership, okay, between your inner and outer world. Okay, yeah, it's a partnership between your inner and outer world. That's how you will. Okay, your will is your partnership between your inner and outer world. That's what I'm hearing now. So when it's all full of conflict and fire, right, and very yin yang, opposite, duality, polarity kind of stuff, then you're going to create that in your outer world. So they want you to create a peaceful outer world, right? So you don't need to hold on to all that fire and conflict and all of that stuff. I mean, it gives us energy and it propels us forward and it has its purpose, but it can also, if you get stuck in that place, it can really keep you in a place of conflict, right? So here we go now. We have the Lune Soleil card. This is the card that's going to wind it all up. Sorry. All right, here we go. Look at that. Ace of Wands. So this is allowing the opportunities for transformation, okay? And this looks like a magic wand to me all the time, okay? So we have a magic wand, and we have the crystals here, and we have the moon, right? So this says all of this, what they're trying to give you is the ability to allow the opportunities for transformation in your life that you're looking for, that you're seeking, okay? So this is about allowing those opportunities. Those opportunities want to come. These are the blessings. They're giving you opportunities. They are giving you opportunities to transform, okay? So they want to give you all this information about how, to transform. And opportunities are coming for you to transform. So put this in practice, all right? Put this in practice. That's what they're saying. And that is your reading, group number 1. I hope it resonates. You guys go have a beautiful day. All right, group number 2. The Magick of You. Let's see. Mosaic. Let chance play its creative role in your life. Okay, so you guys might be my planners. You might be my people who don't like to leave anything up to chance, okay? But this card is advising you to let chance play its creative role in your life. Trust everything is as it should be. When Mosaic presents it, means you have been trying to micromanage your life, and your fixed view is limiting all the gifts and potential the universe is waiting to make available to you. It's time to say, I don't know, and to break free of the rules and conditions you have placed on yourself and on other people, places, and things. Trust that there is no specific right way. Things must be, or progression of events that must occur. Know that you do not know, and that this is good in this moment and essential for the next chapter of your life to commence. Chance and surprise are essential creative elements in the unique mosaic of your life. Break free of rigid stereotypes or ideas about what your life should look like or even feel like, or what other people, places, and things should or shouldn't do and be. Okay, consider the girl of Mosaic. Her mask has broken free and is shattering as she allows old patterns and old fears to break away. Hues of purple indicate pure wisdom and peace glowing through every fiber of her being. She loosens her micromanaging grip and weaves her hands through ribbons of energy that begin to wrap around her. The pieces of her mask cling to the fabric and form a new beautiful mosaic pattern. This new fabric of pure potential wraps around her naked form, and her life is reborn. Like her, you are free to let go of self-limiting fear. Let your life surprise and amaze you, and appreciate the beautiful potential of a sequence of events you could never have determined or orchestrated or imagined. All right. What a beautiful card. All right, so much like the first group, this is some advice on how to allow transformation in your life, how to move forward, how to allow the next level of life, okay, for you. So, and it's about letting go. It's all about letting go, same as the first one. So we're going to do the same spread that we did for the first one. And do we have 3 cards here? Yeah, okay. So look at that. Yeah, so the first card tells us they want you to meet all the new opportunities being sent your way with enthusiasm and optimism and curiosity, okay? So very much like this card, it's saying, open to all opportunity that's coming to you. You don't need to know what opportunity is coming, okay? Just meet it with optimism and enthusiasm, all right? And then this one says there's opportunities coming to you in the physical material world, to be blessed financially and materially. And that could be financially, it could be relationship-wise, anything in any of your materials, your heart's desires in the material world is how it's coming. And this is the World card, and the World card always says to me, the world is your oyster. As you open yourself to the world and let go and open yourself to all possibilities of the world opens to you, okay? All right. And then this is interesting. This is reversed. Is this meant to be reversed? Let's ask. Okay, yeah, no. I didn't think so. It's meant to be upright. So this card says that you have learned from the past, everything that you needed to learn from the past, and it's time to move forward. So as this card said, there's a new chapter, okay? So you've learned, and you know what you need to know. You've learned everything. And remember, like from point A to point B of the past, you didn't know everything that was going to happen. But in hindsight, you're like, oh yeah, I've learned that and I know that and it makes sense and it was all for a purpose and etc. etc. And you can understand that. So going forward, trust that, even though you don't know what this new chapter of your life is going to bring, it'll bring what it's meant to bring, right? So that's what this card is saying. So they want you to trust the how does it say it? Let chance, so trust chance. Let chance play its creative role in your life, okay? All right. We talk about conscious creation a lot, and because we've learned so much and we learned how to create consciously, we talk about that a lot, and that is important, to take charge of your life and whatever. But as I've said before, over and over again with the manifestation process, it's, yes, you think it, you envision it, you speak it, and you start doing it. And so you put the intention out there, but then you have to let it go and let the universe do its thing because it has the bigger picture, right? So now we're going to draw some cards that go with these cards. So we have the Empress and the Queen of Cups. Okay, I'll read them in a second. Oh, we have this Three of Pentacles. Oh, look, in the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So yeah. Okay. The Queen of Cups reminds us that you are the divine feminine receiver, okay? You are unconditional love, okay? And you are the Empress as well. This is the Empress card. So you are a master manifester, okay? So yes, you can trust that everything that happens, you've manifested in some way and you're willing to receive it in as the Queen of Cups. And it's all love, okay? No matter what, all right? What's going to help you open yourself to the world and receive these opportunities that you're to receive with enthusiasm and optimism? The reason you can receive them with enthusiasm and optimism now is because you have dealt with your grief, sorrow. You've shone a light on your negative experiences and emotions, and you understand them now, and you're ready to move forward from them. That's this card here, right? These relate. And then this says you're the Queen of Pentacles, right? So you understand the bond between the physical and the spiritual, and your heart's desires that you are wanting to manifest in the material world have a higher purpose. It's not just, greed or selfishness or whatever, or materialism. It's, you have a higher purpose. There's a spiritual connection to what you're manifesting and wanting to manifest. So it comes from love. It's all love. All right, so you can trust it. All right, and then look at that. Beautiful. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is all about joy, abundance, and love, unity, and joy. Okay, so you are manifesting joy in your life. That is what you're manifesting. You can trust that. And you're manifesting surrounding yourself with loved ones who love you, people who love you, friends, family, whoever. But it's all love, okay? It's all love. You need to let go. Trust that. There's no need to micromanage, okay? Yes, there's absolutely direct your life, consciously create, set intentions, all that kind of stuff. But don't micromanage, okay? Trust once you set the intention that it's all love, it's all coming from love, it's all for the purpose of love and to create joy and abundance and love and unity, okay? That's what they want to tell you today. That's a beautiful reading. I hope you guys go have a beautiful, beautiful day. And let chance play its role in your life. All right. Okay, my third group, the Magick of You. Let's see what it wants to say. Opulence. It's time to lead. Okay. It's time to lead. There's great wisdom in going with life's flow. Okay, so this is a progression from the last one, I think. And choosing battles, conflicts, and accepting change wisely and peacefully. From the last two, actually. There's also a time to assert your authority and trust your wisdom and leadership skills. People and situations are now looking to you for guidance. Wear your success and assets proudly. They are well earned. It's time to be a light so that others may follow. All right. The girl of opulence wears a lavish golden crown of leadership. It emits a radiant glow and signifies spiritual enlightenment as well as earthly accomplishment. Being in an exalted position gives you the opportunity to be a wise leader and help others, much like happiness is only real when shared, and being exalted only meaningful when it helps others. Okay. All right. I see here, just go to the cards. All right, so we're not going to talk about what the book said is what it said. They're not asking me to elaborate on that or interpret that in any way. You heard it. You received the message. And now we're looking at this tarot spread that they've done today for us. Okay. Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you've learned what you've learned, and what they're asking and calling you to help lead with is you've learned how to understand your emotions so that you do not, you're not controlled by your emotions. You're not overwhelmed by your emotions anymore. You're not overpowered by your emotions. One of the biggest challenges of being here in the physical world is our emotions. We experience them so intensely, right? And that's the big difference between being physical and spiritual, regardless, besides the actual physicalness of us, right? But it's the emotion that really, really is intense when you're physical. And, so the Queen of Swords has come to a place of understanding her emotion and being able to, experience her emotion, but not be overwhelmed by it, so that her logical mind that has been given allows her to be successful in the material world, okay? And this is the Three of Pentacles. So this Three of Pentacles is about collaborating with others for success in the material world. In the Tarot of Transformation, the Three of Pentacles talks about how we need to, it's called integrated work, and it talks about like getting to this place of being the Queen of Wands where you have emotional maturity, and therefore you can work with others, a diverse group of others, right? It's always a diverse group of others that have different opinions, that have different lifestyles, backgrounds, etc., etc. None of that matters because your emotions don't control you or overwhelm you ever. And so this is important to get to this place in order to be able to work with others and be successful in the material world with others, okay? Because we don't do anything alone in this material world, physical world. We don't do anything alone in the spiritual world either. We're individuals and etc. But we work in collaboration. This is unity, right? So, and then this Four of Pentacles tells us that you, by doing all of this, you're getting to a place of having financial, material, world security and stability. Okay, so have that, and you have that, but be careful not to hoard. Okay, not to hoard, never, because the hoarding will stop the flow. So as much as it's great to build this security and build this foundation and etc., you still need to enjoy life, is what this card says. Don't deprive yourself, because when you start doing that, you cut off your flow. Okay, so let's see. And that's what you're teaching. You're teaching this somehow. You're leading in this by example, maybe. Or you might actually decide to lead in some way. More than just, through your words and thoughts. And look at this. Yeah. The Ten of Pentacles. Having all your heart's desires in the material world. That's what this is bringing for you, okay? This process. Look at this. Opportunities for transformation. Strength, okay? And the strength is through compassion, And then look at this. The Fool card, fearlessness. So this is what you're leading people toward, okay? So this is what you're leading. It's time to lead. You've learned this. That's what I'm hearing. You've learned how to understand your emotions and understand being physical and emotional to the place where you can, you're no longer overwhelmed by them. You're no longer controlled is the word that keeps coming, overpowered, that's it, by them. So you can be successful in this material world. You can work with others and collaborate with others in order to be successful. And in order to do that, you have to, you in this material world, you do have to work with others of diverse backgrounds. So you're teaching, you're leading by example or otherwise, how to do this, and then how to create this foundation, how to save but not hoard, okay? And then how to manifest, through your will, because she's got strong will, through your will, how to manifest your heart's desires in the physical world. But this is, your will doesn't override anyone else's will. That's what this card reminds us of. Okay, your will doesn't override anybody else's will. Your strength comes through having unconditional love and compassion for yourself and for all. Okay, and that brings opportunities, for change, for transformation, for growth. Okay, and then being fearless. When you understand all of this and you get to this place, you will be fearless, because it's the emotions that cause the fear, right? We don't want to feel certain emotions, the negative ones in particular, and sometimes even the good ones, because, if we've felt the good ones and then we've lost the source of the good ones, what we believed was the source, then we don't want to feel the good ones because we don't want to feel that loss again. So, you become fearless when you get to this place, okay? And so that's what you're leading others, to help them with this process and understand this process now that you've understood it, okay? So now this deck is going to give us a card to sum it all up. All right, and I'm going to cut. Okay. And the card is, look at that, the Three of Pentacles. So, So this, you're going to teach how to be successful in this world with others, in collaboration with others. You're going to lead. This is what you're leading and teaching and helping others understand, is how to be successful in the material world with others, because it's so important. If you isolate yourself and try to do it on your own and not have other people involved, it just doesn't work, right? This is this is unity. And we're moving into the age of Aquarius, which is unity consciousness. So you definitely need to be able to collaborate with others, work with others, even people who are the polar opposite of you, in order to be successful in this material world. And so that takes a lot of emotional maturity, okay? And and strength, right? And this kind of strength, unconditional love, and compassion for all, right? So this is, beautiful. So it's time for you to lead by example, and however else you choose to lead. But this is it's time. That's what you're here to do. All right? So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope it resonates with you, and I hope that you have an amazing day. All right, goodbye.